In academia, funders, example private organizations or research councils, will not provide support for research that has not received ethical approval. Furthermore, many publications will not accept any research without first providing evidence of ethical approval. Therefore, ethics approval is required in order to disseminate any potential results to the broader research community. One of the most widely cited experiments that has been questioned for its ethics is the Stanford Prison Experiment. This experiment was conducted in 1971 at Stanford University by Professor Philip Zimbardo and involved college students who served as either a guard or prisoner in a mock prison. The research was funded by the U.S. Office of Naval Research and attempted to examine the difficulties between guards and prisoners within the Navy and Marine Corps. The study was criticized for not protecting the prisoners from the psychological harm of humiliation and distress. The ethical decision Zimbardo was faced with was whether to produce results that would be of high quality and great use to the funder or to protect the participants' well-being. There are also times when researchers do not need Research Ethics Board approval. For example, when research involves using information that is publicly and freely available. Example, newspapers, biographies, etc. Or anonymized records that are publicly available. Example, Statistics Canada. In these instances, the researcher can begin collecting and analyzing data immediately without first seeking approval from a research ethics board. In the private sector, also in clinical research and clinical trials, the investigator, physician who is conducting the research with subjects requires Institutional Review Board or REB approval. There are strict guidelines dictated by good clinical practice that the investigator cannot begin any research activities unless IRB approval has been granted. Good clinical practice guidelines are fundamental in North America. These regulations are guidance and industry standards and make up good clinical practice. They are intended to provide assurance that the rights, safety, and well-being of clinical trial subjects are protected. Good clinical practice guidelines are also intended to assure that the research yields quality scientific data. Fundamentally, good clinical practice requires oversight of the local ethics committee or committees, verification of the investigator's qualifications, a study protocol, investigator's brochure, informed consent, and the documentation that is essential for undertaking a clinical trial, monitoring of the clinical trial, and submission of records and maintenance of records.